Yeah, students, good afternoon to all. Yeah, students, good afternoon to all. Yeah, so first, let me know. So I think from tomorrow onwards, you had your mid examinations. Hope I'm right. So, as our practical session point of view, I think we have done with the second experiment. So, everything what types of servlets and the configuration and deployment descriptor and working with servlet context and config object and response and redirection using request dispatcher and send redirect method. And I think cookies we have done, HTTP session we have done, hidden form fields, URL rewriting. Every experiment I think I have shown to you, right? With a concept, with example, and with a concept we have discussed. So in this first, let me know any clarifications from this servlet. Please let me know. Any doubts you had in servlet concepts? Yes, students, please respond. Any doubts we had in servlet concepts? Everything I have discussed with a theoretical session. Then for that particular theory part, we have compiled the lab also related with that one. Lab experiment also we have done with the explanation of each and every line, which how deployment descriptor can be used and how you are going for redirection method. Everything I covered in my previous sessions. So as of now, if you have any queries in the servlet, please you can ask anyone to respond. So totally only 7 participants. So please try to respond from your side so that just I can go for it. Any queries or if there is no queries, let me know that also so that I can have a clarity that you understood something about servlets. Yes, Mr. Kunal, Ashang, Smith, Patik, Ash, Jaydeep, Ayush, totally 7 are there. So can I get any response from you? Kunal saying, no, sir, everything is fine. So you are perfect with your experiments. So have you compiled the things which I have given? Have you tried? And along with this, we have discussed three more programs. I think so. Addition of two numbers and finding the length of your string and the area of circle. This also we have executed. Only Kunal is responding. What about others? Is everything is fine with you? If everything is fine, so that I can go next experiment 3. Can you please repeat the practical? what I need to repeat it? Which experiment I need to repeat? Please let me know, Mr. Yash. I think it is first lab. Are you?
No, sir, I was getting a little bit doubt.
Sorry, you are?
Can you repeat that the three programs which you have done in the last
Yeah, that is the thing.
overview?
It means which type of programs you need. Every program I need to repeat, you are saying, or is there any specific program you have?
So every malab, overview type of every program. Overview.
Overview of every program I need to. So you are absent for the previous sessions?
Yes, sir.
Come on
I
यार.
was.
ठीक है. So मैं explain करूँगा. Yes, you are absent. You are asking, right? So other person tomorrow he will come and he will ask to explain everything. That is a bit difficult to me to. Okay, fine. I'll take care. I'll explain once again brief overview. We can do it. Any other person? So remaining students are, I think they are regular as of now. As I know that I can see their names daily, right? So as Mr. Yash is asking to give a brief overview of your once again all the experiments, right? So as you go for, I think everyone know how the installation process and goes on of your NetBeans. So that you don't require to go for explanation. So that e-content I uploaded, how to make your NetBeans installed and everything, you can go ahead, right? So once your NetBeans has been installed, so what do? You just first you need to create a basic application or the introduction application which we need to have, right? So I'll just close all the things which we had, right? So once you are install your NetBeans IDE, so your screen will be look like this. So if you try to open your NetBeans IDE, right? So you can just find out my NetBeans ID here. Just I'm trying to open it, and I made it this NetBeans to open. Yes, once it is open, so first of all, if you want to create a new application, new web application, first you need to select as a file. You need to go and select your new project. Then in this, you need to go for what type of application we are doing. It's a web application as our sublet. So you need to select Java Web. Then you need to go with web application as the next. So go for next. Then it is asked to go for what is your project name you want to give. So if you want, you can give a small, the simple is my project name. Then I go for next. Then which server you are preferring? Either you want to go for Apache or you want to go for Glassfish. You can select any one server which you require. So defaultly we'll go for Apache. Then if depends upon the program, if they specifically ask to go with Globe Glassfish server, then we need to select as a Glassfish. So after that, here enterprise edition versions they are asking. So different versions we can available here. 5, 6, and 7. So which is the latest 7? I can go for it. Then you go for next. Then here I'm not using any type of what I can say frameworks. I'm not dealing with any frameworks. I'm dealing with only web application. So I don't pick any framework here. If any framework we are involving at that time, we need to select the framework which we are using for our project. Then just go for finish button. And once you finished it, just you can find some of the things at left hand side of your the thing. So what is our project name? It's my symbol is my project name. Just give me a second. So it's my simple is my project name, and here it is containing some root directories of what we had is web pages. What web pages we had, right? What is the source packages we had, and what libraries we are involving, and what is the configuration files. So these things I think we covered already in the theory part. What mean by configuration and what do you mean by context, and when you want to create any sublet, so already some code is existing here. What is this code? Is the index.html. So index.html code is already generated with a predefined tag, right? So don't include any servlet and etc. First, you try to make this program, or you make a request to the client. So what is the client request you are making? Just will do it here. So make your clean and build and try to make it. It should go to your web browser and go to display. So when you try to go for execution of web browser, it starts your Tomcat server. Here you can find Apache Tomcat 8.0.27, and it opens a browser with what content? To do write content, because here we have mentioned in our body to do write content we have mentioned. So what we are going to do is that we need to include in your servlet. So when you want to create a servlet, so you need to go with the source package and click new and go for new servlet, and you need to give servlet name. So it's a servlet name, you can give any name. That to be your .java file, and it creates .class file. So what is the thing I am giving? Simple 1, 2, 3 is my, because already a sample is I already use the name previously, so I'm making as a sample 1, 2, 3 name for my new class file, and then go for next. Here, to give your deployment description, or you want to give a description about your servlet, here we are going to use deployment descriptor. That shows, the deployment descriptor shows what are the sublets I'm using, what are the HTML files I had. So then what is the description? So something, not only that information, some description about sublet mapping and the configuration, everything can be loaded, or everything can be on your deployment descriptor. So if you don't select this one, it will not open your any web.xml. If you go for add information to deployment descriptor and then you finish the button, then here we can find your deployment descriptor. Where is your deployment descriptor? So that can be stored in your web info, and then that can be stored in the web.xml. Right. So in this creation, so how many servlets we had? Only one servlet we created, sample 1, 2, 3. And as the syntax says that when I am creating my servlet sample, so first class servlet name should not be your original name of your class file. It should be given some what? It should be given as an alias name, and class name is same as your Java name. And here also when you're mapping, it should not give any original name. So I made it as a sample. Then I just made it, and this is my configuration information. So time mode, how much time is taking to go for execution of that particular servlet program and etc. We have done. Then you open your servlet. Then your servlet we can find some code. So what the code is saying is, so your class is created as what? Sample 1, 2, 3 extends your servlet, and then you are going to use some of the things, request, process request, and then if any errors occurs in your code, that can be catch by your try and catch block. There you can have try and catch block here, where we can find out if any exception has been thrown. If nothing is there, if everything is fine. So you try to make a compile and try to build once again the program. Still, as of now, we are not included any code. So if includes, what happened, just made it. So see the server log. So I have not entered the things which you have given. So first, you try to understand what are the steps or immediate steps are required to generate these servlets. So hope you understand how to install your servlet, and after installation, what you need to do. So which file you need to open, and when you want to go to execution part, how we go for execution. Always I told that make the use of this clean and build, then you make a run of that program. So like this, we need to habituate. So after making this one, so in this lab, as we had a first program as what? A description about your servlet. So it clearly describes what the servlet is, and describes the what are the objects we are using, which object is calling whom. So that is what we are going to see in the my experiment number 1, as we have done. So in the experiment number 1, so it is used to generate my first servlet. So just I'm going to close the steps here. So I created servlet, first servlet, because it's experiment number 1, as we have given the name as servlet underscore what I can say, first servlet underscore 1. First experiment I have given. So either you create any experiment. So default it is going to generate two files, as you know. The file's name as JNDU, maybe some web dot, sorry, maybe your the file names can be the what we are using for it, and then after that we need to create, or we need to find out what is my deployment descriptor is containing. So have a look here, my deployment descriptor. So what is my deployment descriptor is consisting? So how many servlets we had, so that we can check with source package. So when you try to click for source package, only one servlet is done. So what is my servlet name? First servlet.java is my servlet name. So I need to maintain the same name for my class also. So that I just mentioned the deployment descriptor. So first I need to provide alias name. So ABCD. I don't know what is my Java name, but as a class name you are writing, you are exactly elaborating the same file name what you had. So what is the class name here? Servlet first servlet is my the name of my servlet. So same thing we mentioned here. So once you make the compilation process and submitting, so it goes to first to servlet.java, then it requires to go for the parameters which you needed, and it takes back and it gets printed output here. That is what the mechanisms we are going to use, right? So in this first, it's mapping. It's mentioning the name and class is done. In the second line, the mapping should be done. Now, what do you mean by mapping is the original name and what do you call so it is going to take what the mapping point of view, and servlet name is one second here, alias name we are meaning. And once you try to compile this program, your URL pattern is going to redirect it to some URL. So where the last and final URL pattern you can find slash is husband with the something we have mentioned in servlet, that I will show you. So that mapping has been done and configuration we have done. This is about your servlet. And just look at here the program. Try to understand the logic behind it. So it we call as application logic here, and up to this code will be generated by you, right? So up to this the code will be generated. No need to do from your side. And this is what your printing is. You are printing once again the output as in the form of HTML only. And what is that HTML name? We don't mention a name because we are incorporating your HTML into HTTP. So the name can be taken as 6. So you can find on a board. So it is going to get output can be printed on second in the form of forms only. That is because the reason is here we are saying out.println. Out.println statement is used to print the statement over your monitor as you are using out.println statement. So out.println, and this out.println is what type of document? It's a text or HTML we can make it. So as you are using HTML, so what is the title we are mentioning in this one? So title to be taken as my first servlet. And what is the message I am giving here? Welcome to my first servlet. It's the first program we had. And here we have taken some deployment descriptor information, what we had it. And here we are printing a message that welcome to my first serve, and what is the date I created, what is the time created, I want to know it, that you can know it from there. So if you try to go for this compilation of this program, so make a run. So here just can find out. So whatever the thing we have given, welcome to servlet. Yes, welcome to servlet I have given as a out.println. And what is the thing we are getting? Date we are asking to print by using a function called date function. And it's also taking date and month and year. Because as you just check it out the code, we can mention it's a new date and time also be incorporated. So both we are going to be getting as output as date and date and enter, and the date and time, everything is going to be taken in the web URL. So this is my first experiment which we can have deployment description about deployment description and as well as it's going to give something about your servlet, how to make your first program by giving a welcoming message. And coming to my second program, so second program is just I will try to open your syllabus copy so that you can have some clarity here. So my second program is I think so about descriptor working with servlet context and config object, right? So when your concept and context how it is going to be work over, we'll see that it's an example program. So but before that you need to have the clear about description means what and configuration means what, everything known to you. Otherwise it is a bit difficult to understand your practical session. So just open your project. So wherever you are having and go for next experiment number two. So include action is experiment two. It's a forward action and the sessions we had and your experiment is different. This is your syllabus given by your IT people, but is computer engineering people. They divided. First, I will give you the program once again. I'll just wait. So you can find this all the experiments here only. That is, these experiments are explained in detail with one examples actually. So your config and context. Yes, it is your config program you can find. So first of all, let me go for config program as per your point of view. So look at here, when I just generated as usual, 1 second is everything is created as a default. But as we need to come back from top to bottom, first we go for a web page, then you go for web.xml, right? So what is the deployment descriptor is consisting? So how many servlets we had, we need to check it out first. So source packages we try to click. So there will be totally two servlets are having demo servlet one dot Java. So these are the two servlets we had as a default programs or default packages which we maintained in your source packages, right? So the same thing here we are mentioning. As I told already, here we need to give some alias name. You can give any alias name. It's not that I can give only that one. And my servlet name is what? Demo servlet. And here we need to give our instructor. So who is that instructor is creating this program? You need to mention that program here, and this is for one servlet. And one more servlet is there, demo servlet one. For that you need to give demo servlet one. So alias name you try to provide here. So why we need to provide alias name? I think I told already in your previous classes, for avoiding your hacking issues or you are avoiding the problems of security. We need to give directly not your class name as your file name. So you need to use your what, the alias name to be provided. So in the second line, once we are done with the servlet one, we are going with second servlet, giving the servlet name and giving the servlet address. Then we are giving servlet mapping. Then once it has been done, then we need to provide. Then we need to provide what are the parameters we had and URL patterns we had, and you need to provide everything is provided. Mapping can be done. So mapping and the URL pattern is servlet one is open. One is open. When you click that one, just I'll show that example also. But before that, what the demo.java containing? Just look at this is up to this one is a common code I told already. So you are getting a configuration information of your servlet using your object called config with the help of your class called servlet config. And to get that information, we are using a method called get info configuration. Just you can find this is my get info configuration. What we had, this thing we have created already. Then what we have done? So string dot driver is equal to configuration driver and get init parameter. So as you are initializing your get parameter, that is what you are installing as a driver. Driver is a parameter you are getting, and driver is going to be loaded here in your demo servlet one. Then you go for demo servlet one dot Java. So you are going to get the configuration information what you configured in your demo servlet dot Java. So that you are going to get is that configuration can be done as a group. It can be done So you need to use your data type as what enumeration with the get parameter method we need to use. When I'm including this config, automatically what you're just taking here. So while the enter element, the object issue element is compared with this next element. So if it is there, you are going to print that element whatever you had. Then if you try to compile, just observe that before program this program. So previous program we have not entered all these things. Simply we are calling database and we are trying to make action with the we are trying to connect a connection with your what the Apache server. So here also just try to make it here and you just clean and build and try to run. So what the things you are going to identify, you try to look at. Just wait a second, is going to open your browser of your the thing is as we go for so it is giving some error. So what is the error? Server program context, it has been modified. So some modification has been done. So one servlet is having one drawback. If you do any modification over that, you need to compulsory rebuild, or you need to build and clean to be done. Otherwise, it will not allow any errors. That is what we just made it. So now we have made it. Here we are in HTML. If you see this HTML, here we are creating one hyperlink, right? So what is that hyperlink name? Click here is my hyperlink which I created. So Mr. Jaideep, can you mute yourself? Yeah, what I'm trying to explain. So in your HTML, here I'm going to make one hyperlink. So what is hyperlink is called as a href link. We are making it as to go to servlet one. So click here is the thing we made it. So we are making click here. It is moving into as a Glassfish server open edition. So I'm not able to run my server. So just wait your configuration files where we made it. Your the sun server is not think it is not installed my server, so that is a problem I'm getting. Just give me a second, so I'll try to solve the problem. So config demo, yes, we'll just check it out with this one, clean and build. So it should not give any problem of successful. Yes, yeah, click here to get servlet config parameters. When I click, so it is clearly giving our information about the configuration about your servlet. So what is the name, username you made it, and what is the value of it, and what is the name of your driver, that is a connection of your MySQL, and what is the username and password. So where you kept all these things, you can find all these things in your source packages where we included all these things. Config example, look at here. So we are going to get all the parameter of your next element. All parameters has more elements where we are going to get all the parameters. So whatever the string name you entered, so you where from there you are taking the strings here. You can take the string. When you click this servlet config information of your index, as it is redirecting, so you need to get all the information from your the configuration init parameter, and initialization has been done, and value you are going to get from it, and try to get values where you need to print what is name and value, and what are the things we are going to print. Name and value is there, and what is the driver we are using. It's a JDBC driver, and for that you allotted the username and password. So my username and password is defaultly allotted as a root, and password is happy. So all these things we are going to get with your JDBC driver once you made a connection with that. So we are going to get a configuration information, and that configuration information sometimes can be stored in your web.xml. Sometimes it can be stored in your web.xml. Just look at here your deployment descriptor. So what is your parameter name, username, and what is the parameter value, root. Just same thing you can find. Parameter name and parameter value, and second next. one more parameters we have described. What is that one more parameter? One more parameter I described is my parameter name is passport and very happy. So passport and happy name and value. So similarly, we go for one more parameter which you described in your deployment descriptor. This is my deployment descriptor. Driver is my username and my password is com.mysql.jdp. So like that, we can easily get not only about your deployment descriptor, you can get your call configuration of your config of your servlet. We can get back by using a simple config information. So like this, we can get back into the things. But only the thing is how it is redirecting and how it is getting. You need able to just load the points about it, then only you will get it like this. So if you want to get a whole application, then we need to go for context. So like this config and context both are going to be made each other to get your programs in proper way. So like that, you need to have send redirect method, you need to have cookies, everything I've shown you in your previous session, how your URL redirect is moving, how your cookies are generating, and how your hidden field frame field is used to retrieve the details of your user state, and all the things I think we have done. So I think you got some idea about how to run the program and how to get the programs and what do you mean by deployment descriptor and etc. So for the remaining programs, how to make these remaining programs you want to get it, please take my e-content which I uploaded to you. For all the lab manual programs, we had it, and you can go through the lab program manual we can find, and we try for practice of all the programs so that we can get some perfection in that. And in addition to that, I provided more three programs also to you, right? That also, if you want, you can do more practice. So like this, we can do our servlet programs. Right? Any more doubts you had? Any more doubts? If no doubts, as you had your tomorrow mid examination, right? So actually, I thought of start my third experiment, that is the Java server pages, right? If I want to start, I need to go for first how what is a Java server page and etc. theory part I need to just explain to you. Then I can open my project and go ahead with that one. But as your tomorrow is you're occupied with your mid examinations, so I don't want to take a new unit for you, new chapter, a new experiment for you. So as your, if any queries, actually I tried to solve this session and I made it some queries which is made by Mr. Ash. So like that, you can have any queries, you can just do it. You can just post it in your chat box. Yes, any queries from your side? If no queries we had, yes. Any more queries? I'm expecting nothing. You will take time for preparation of your mid exam, or shall I take my experiment three? What will say? Shall I go with experiment three, or you will take a preparation for tomorrow's exam? Give us time for exam. That is why I'm asking. If you need to prepare for your exam, please let me know from your side so that I can not start my new experiment. I can go with a new experiment for tomorrow's session. But I need confirmation from you that only from one guy, as she's saying, give us time for exam. But what about others? You are okay with that new experiment, or you are? Uh-huh. So that's why we need a response so that I can stop my session. Fine. So have a good day and prepare for your exam. But before that, please post your attendance in your chat box, everyone. And I wish you best of luck or all the best for your tomorrow exam and write well. Yeah, three more students. Yeah, Girish is entered, right?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Jaydeep, Jaydeep, have you entered your attendance? Only yourself left over. Jaydeep, I'm asking you only. I'm going to stop my recording.